Is there any knowledge in the world so certain that no reasonable person could doubt it? That's the question Bertrand Russell uses to launch his epic A History of Western Philosophy. It's a question that lingers, inviting us to wonder rather than rush to answer. Russell's book is a grand tour of the biggest questions ever asked. What is the world made of? How should we live? What does it mean to be happy? He guides us through centuries of thinkers, making philosophy feel like a lively conversation, not a dry lecture. The story is about curiosity, how for thousands of years people have tried to understand everything from dust to the universe to our own minds. Russell connects ideas to their time, showing how philosophy grows and changes, rooted in the past and reaching for the future. His goal: to show that philosophy isn't just for professors, it's for everyone. An adventure of the mind that makes life richer and more interesting, and who wouldn't want that? Our journey begins in ancient Greece, where the first philosophers, Thales, Plato, Aristotle, stepped onto the world's playground. Before them, people explained everything with myths, but these thinkers asked, what if we can figure things out by thinking hard? Plato imagined a perfect world of forms, the true reality behind what we see. He believed our minds should seek these perfect ideas. Aristotle, his student, was more hands-on. He wanted to observe, touch and measure the real world, believing we could understand it by studying its details. These Greeks gave us logic, ethics and the courage to ask why. They showed that the human mind could tackle the universe's mysteries. Their questions and methods became the foundation for all Western thought. Not bad for a few chaps in togas, right? They set the stage for every philosophical debate to come, their legacy, the tools to reason, to question and to wonder. Philosophy became a playground for ideas, open to anyone willing to ask. And that's where our story truly begins. After Greece, Russell leads us into the Middle Ages, where philosophy met organized religion, especially Christianity. The big question: can faith and reason work together, or are they rivals? Thinkers like St. Augustine argued faith comes first, with reason as its helper. Centuries later, Thomas Aquinas tried to bridge the gap, claiming faith and reason are two paths to the same truth. He used Aristotle's logic to argue for God's existence, suggesting reason helps us appreciate creation. This era was a long debate. Is truth revealed from above or discovered by our minds? The struggle between faith and reason shaped religion, politics and society for centuries. And it's a question we're still asking today. Leaving the medieval world, Russell shows us the Scientific Revolution, a time when reason took center stage, now armed with experiments and mathematics. Thinkers like Copernicus, Galileo and Newton shifted the question from why to how. They measured, tested and discovered laws that governed the universe, revealing we're not the center after all. This was a philosophical earthquake. Humanity was just a small part of a vast, indifferent cosmos. Francis Bacon championed the scientific method: test ideas, gather evidence, and build knowledge brick by brick. The universe became a giant clock, understandable through reason and observation. This new confidence in human reason transformed the world, leading to modern science and technology. The legacy? The belief that the universe is rational and we can figure out how it works. The scientific revolution was the triumph of asking how and demanding proof. It changed everything about how we see ourselves and our place in the cosmos. The tools of science became the tools of progress, and the adventure of discovery was just beginning. After science revolutionized our view of the world, philosophers turned inward, toward the mind itself. René Descartes doubted everything until he found one certainty: I think, therefore I am. Our own thinking is the foundation of knowledge. John Locke argued our minds are blank slates, shaped entirely by experience. This meant anyone could become anything, given the right environment. Immanuel Kant tried to unite these ideas, saying knowledge starts with experience, but our minds have built-in rules, like space and time, that shape what we know. We don't just receive information, we actively structure it. These thinkers changed philosophy forever, showing we are both authors and readers of our own experience. The modern era became a quest to understand not just the world, but how we know the world. The mind itself became the new frontier, and the questions only got deeper. So, why does any of this matter today? Every time you vote, debate, or question what's true, you're using tools from ancient philosophers. Logic, democracy, and the search for truth all trace back to thinkers like Plato, Aristotle, Descartes, and Kant. Our values, like human rights and justice, are rooted in centuries of philosophical debate. Philosophy teaches us how to think, not what to think. It helps us examine our beliefs, make wiser choices, and live more thoughtful lives. The big questions are still with us, shaping our world and our daily decisions, and that's why philosophy matters. As we close this journey through Russell's book, we're left not with answers, but with better questions. Philosophy is a conversation that began thousands of years ago. And you're invited. All you need is curiosity and the courage to ask why. The story of philosophy is humanity's search for meaning, a testament to our restless spirit. Russell gives us a map to the peaks of human thought and the valleys of doubt. The greatest lesson? The wisdom of doubt, the humility of not knowing, and the joy of searching. So what's one belief you've never questioned? What might happen if you did? The adventure of philosophy is yours to begin.